why do we have a yearbook theme, and like, what is it? Like, why do we even do this? Like, can't we just put whatever we want on the pages and pick a really cool cover? And the answer is, I mean, yes, you can do whatever you want. Like, it's your yearbook. But the reason we do a yearbook theme is the same reason we do a theme for a birthday party. It adds an element of cohesion to the publication. And remember, you're making a publication. You're not just making a scrapbook. And there's nothing wrong with a scrapbook, but a yearbook is so much more than that. It is a historical document. It's the record of the year, you know, and I think that it's really important that your students recognize that it's a journalistic record of the year. And so, you know, when you're looking at it from that angle, as it's a publication, it needs to have some cohesion. If you pick any publication off the shelf, a magazine, a college admissions brochure, anything, it's going to have a theme, even if it's not a dedicated theme phrase. It's going to have a consistent look and feel throughout the whole publication. And so that's really our goal. And I like to demonstrate this with students by talking about a birthday party, because that's a very easy, relatable way to explain what a theme is, because we're all familiar with birthday parties, right? So let's plan a birthday party for our little sister. Here's our little sister. We'll call her Sally, I guess. And she's going to have a birthday party. So you're going to get her a cake and maybe some balloons. And then you probably want to like tell people that it's her birthday. So you're going to get like a banner, and it's going to say, "It is your birthday." Period. If you're an Office fan, you know what that's from. But and so you're like, okay, like, happy birthday. This is great, right? And she's like, yeah, this is cool. I like cake and balloons. That's cool. And then she's like, you know what? Can I have a Frozen party? Like, I really want to be Elsa. And so you're like, okay, yeah, sure. So then you go and you get her a wig. A blonde wig like Elsa. And she's like, okay, cool, yeah, I get to be Elsa, perfect. But then all the adults at the party would be like, why is she wearing a blonde wig? Like, what a weird little girl. Like, that's not why, it doesn't, what makes sense? Why is she running around with a wig on her head? So you don't just do that. You don't just stop there, right? This theme, there's no theme to this birthday party. There's no cohesive element. There's no visuals that are cohesive. There's no decorations. You know, like balloons, I guess, are a decoration, but they're just generic. Your theme for your birthday party can't be birthday, and your theme for your yearbook can't be yearbook. And so instead of that, we're going to change her out of these like normal play clothes and put on her big, beautiful blue sparkly Elsa dress, right? So she's starting to look the part. Then we're not just going to have this plain table. We're going to add a beautiful blue, kind of wintry, icy looking table skirt around it to decorate the area. Then you can't have this cake. What is this cake? Throw that out. Get rid of it. You need this beautiful Elsa cake. Let me move myself over a little bit. Then you don't want this background, this "it is your birthday" sign. You want a beautiful background, right? So we're going to just paint the whole wall. We're going to put snowflakes. We're going to put up wallpaper. We're going to make this a lot more interesting. And then these balloons, I mean, they're cute. They're good. They're great. But what if we had a whole balloon wall and we decorated the whole room as it was Elsa's castle, and as soon as people walked in, they understood this is an Elsa party, right? That's a birthday party that has a theme. That's cohesive. Every single element was thought through to be matching this theme. And even though like those balloons with snowflakes, they don't necessarily say Elsa or Frozen or, you know, even ice, but it goes along with the design, right? So similarly, in a yearbook, the theme is a noun, and it is just the unifying and defining device that runs throughout the whole publication. So it is seen on your cover, on your end sheets, on your title page, your opening, your dividers, your closing, your theme content pages, your showstoppers, your folio, your copy, your design elements, your colophon all the way to the end. Like every single page has some element, even your index, of your theme. And so I think a lot of times students kind of miss that, and they pick out a really cool cover, or they Google yearbook theme and they pick one out from this really long list that they found, and it's not representative of their school year or their students this year, or it doesn't really resonate. I tell this story a lot, that I had a school one time that I was doing consulting with that they lived in Arizona, and in Arizona they barely have any rain. It's the desert, right? But they really loved this watercolor aesthetic. It was really trendy. It was a couple years ago. And I mean, it's beautiful. Like the watercolor looks great, but they live in Arizona. Like there's no water there. It doesn't make sense, versus a school in Florida or California. Like there's a lot of water activities. You participate in water sports. Like, there's a lot of different things that relate to the water, and the watercolor didn't make sense. Like they were literally in a drought. It would even make sense if maybe they had just come out of a drought and they had some rain, but it didn't make sense for their year. And so they just liked it. They just picked it from Pinterest. But so we worked on it, and we were able to pick a different theme that was more relevant to some construction addition that they had ongoing at their school. So it made sense. But, you can't just Google yearbook themes and then pick one and go with it. And in the same way, we want to make sure that our yearbook theme isn't just a cool sounding phrase or something that we think we could do a lot with. It actually represents our school, our student body, this school year in our city, this particular time, kind of in a post-COVID world, going back to normal. I hate saying that because I'm hoping I'm crossing all my fingers and toes that like this is a normal school year finally. But like that is important, that it reflects all of that, but also that it speaks to our purchasers, our students, the student body. People don't buy things that they don't see ahead of time, and so you want to make sure that you test it out a little bit, like do some marketing, put some stuff out on social media, see what works, get some feedback, talk to some students and see if they like it, give them some sneak peeks, and adjust as you go. If you're not getting good feedback, then make changes. It's never too late to do that. So, well, I wouldn't say never too late. At some point with the yearbook, it is too late. But, think through this stuff in the beginning, and then it won't be too late.